Hey, happy Blitz Sim Day, everyone! Or, well, I guess by the time this video goes live, it won't be the same day, but you get the point. So we're going to be going over everything there is about this new Blitz simulation in this current Yellowjacket Blitz that is live right now, and going to see how good the system really is. So the first round will be the build up to Tier 8, and then we are going to go do additional rotations at Tier 8 to see how good the system really is and how good the win-loss ratio is, especially for teams that are obvious wins and the ones that are less so. I'm really most curious about to find out how often we're going to get wins, especially at the 8.3 top of the Blitz range, and how finicky the algorithm might be for that, depending on the team that I'm using. And I have a lot of teams to use, so as always, without further ado, let's get these Blitz battles started. Alright, so let's get this started. The maiden voyage of Blitz simulating here with the Yellowjacket Blitz, so let's get this going. And so I have most of my teams set up, I think, for Blitz, so this is kind of like a throwaway team, so we're just going to be kind of working our way up here just to see how it works. I don't think it's going to make too much of a difference. Probably all the way up to Tier 7, I suspect, should be fine. So this is the Blitz Sim button here. I think there's a certain level that it activates. I'm not sure. If anyone knows, please comment that down below. I think you need to be a certain commander level before this actually appears. So let's get this started and battle. I think this is how it works, simulating. Okay, so we won that. It looks like we got full points for that. And we're still getting the 10 Blitz credits, which is actually pretty amazing that we still get that despite this. And it actually gives you quite a bit of information here. I'm really surprised here, guys, how much information it gives you. It gives you, like, basically who you killed and even on your side how much damage you took. This is pretty surprising here. So let's move on here. That's Team 28. What's 29? Oh, that's my raid team. One of my raid teams here. So that's definitely not Emma Frost. There we go. Ravager, Bruiser. So I am going to maybe look at some teams. Who do I think I'm going to win against? It probably doesn't matter at these low tiers. Let's do it again. And we get another win here. And again, it tells us sort of the score, you know, how much damage you took on the team, which is really awesome. So we're just doing this just to kind of build our way up here. Don't think it's probably going to matter too much. We'll find out if we end up losing any of these. We're just going to be sort of doing our build up here. And so I don't think we're going to run into too much trouble. We'll see if we end up losing any of these battles. But the power difference is quite dramatic, I guess you could say. There we go, Blitz simulating. So you can also Blitz simulate, of course, with Blitz charges. So I kind of see that Blitz charges might go up in price, or not go up in price. I think a lot more people are going to start using their Blitz charges and might even, you know, pay for more Blitz charges, because if it's this easy to do, it doesn't really take a lot of time out of your schedule anymore to do this. So some people who might want to score really heavily in Blitz might decide to do this instead. So let's go with this team here. There is a Captain Marvel, so we didn't lose anyone still, which is surprising. So Team 21, I do have like 28, I might even have more than 28 teams, but for this we're just going to do the teams that I have already prepared. So again, no losses so far, no deaths even, actually, so that's a bit surprising. We almost, Ant-Man apparently lost half his hit points there. Now we're on the Supernaturals. Let's do it a bit harder. So this is going to be Hella here. This is, my head's in the way, but it's 285 versus 235. Let's see if we lose this at all. And no, apparently we didn't even lose. This is crazy. Apparently we didn't lose anything hit points wise. That's shocking. Okay, we have our Wave 1 Avengers Coulson. Is there any more difficult challenges here? Let's try this one. Another Hella. Apparently we lost Agent Coulson, so this is my first time where we actually lost someone in battle. But the Loki-Hela combination, that's not that surprising. So I'm going to be wanting to try this with harder combinations in terms of characters, because I want to see sort of what the extent of the simulating can do. You know, does it run into problems depending on what you're trying to get done, the matchups that you have, or where does it struggle? So far so good though. And honestly, this is really shocking. Something that would have taken me 30 minutes to, you know, clear all the way up to the end of the milestones. Now I'm going to get this done in a matter of minutes, really. You know, we've been doing this for a couple minutes, but, you know, I could have done this a lot quicker. I'm not actually really paying attention too much, but I do want to try to find other teams that might be a bit harder, just to test the algorithm a little bit. So Red Skull usually is a bit tough. Let's try this here. We lost Hand Sentry, apparently. I'm still a bit surprised, because I think if I had fought that, maybe it might have been a little bit tougher. But we did have Ultron. Okay, so we got 3 Black Order members here. I kind of want to try this here. Defenders. who took a little bit more damage. Fantastic Four. No problem there. No real problem. Teams there to fight. Aim on defenders. Now this should be interesting. Aim against Marauders. I'm curious. And we still won. I'm surprised, because I think if I actually played that, it might not have gone as well as this. So it's almost giving you more benefit of the doubt on this, which is a bit shocking to me. Another win, full hit points. I mean, that's not a surprise because of Doc Ock. They're really good anyways. Brotherhood 2.0. We're almost getting to the top here. Let's do let's do defenders. They should be able to win anyways, but I'm surprised to the margin that they're auto-resolving this. This is really surprising here, and there is a danger thing, so I'm interested to see what that actually means. So will we lose? If it says danger, I'm wondering if it'll lose, but I guess not. So now we're at Inhumans. Inhumans versus Asgardians. So they could probably win this, but you see, again, I want to test the... We still won this. We still won that quite a bit there. So I want to see if it's possible to lose. Not that I want to lose, but I just want to test the degree of the algorithm. So let's... Oof. So 413 Asgardians versus 443k symbiotes. Now, this is probably... Oh, okay, so we lost. So that was our very first loss, and actually they won quite handily. So this was the first loss so far today, and you know, they would definitely be able to beat them, because we all know that as the symbiotes are a counter to Asgardians. I just wanted to test this out to see if the computer algorithm actually knew that or not. Turns out that they did. So when it comes to you choosing your matchups, you do want to kind of pay a bit of attention in terms of the counters. Don't go into a fight that you think you're going to lose. So you still want to choose, you know, a team that you think you should be able to win. Now, can I win 413 Asgardians versus 400? Should be able to, right? Okay, we lost Loki apparently, so I just wanted to redeem myself there, kind of build myself back up. And we're not going to get quite up to tier 8 yet, but let's see here. Defender should be able to do that, no problem. And then we're getting near the top here. This is my Marauders team, 436. So I'm going to avoid doing the obvious losses here with symbiotes. I think they're quite good, and I think that the computer kind of has them in their favor, so I'm going to avoid using them, avoid playing them. So you're going to choose. You're still going to want to choose the matchups that you know are obviously going to work. You don't want to really go against any of the teams that probably are sketchy at best. So here, one of these with Captain Marvel, didn't lose anyone there, and so now we're in tier 7. Black Order. Let's see if Black Order can beat symbiotes. This is 592 to 536. Should be able to win, but I want to see if the computer knows it. So it looks like it does. So it was quite the win there. So now I'm at 7.1. I'm going to do a couple of matches here just to get up to 8.3. Let's start back with Brotherhood here probably. And play against these guys here. Hopefully that wins there. I just want to get up to 8.3, and that way we can take a break while my cooldowns come back. Let's see here, that should be fine. So this seems like a really almost cheap and easy way to get points. It hasn't seemed really all that difficult here. Let's go to X-Men again. Choose something easy, and when my rotation comes back around, we'll kind of test it out a little bit more just to see the max that we can push this here. So these are some pretty bad teams here. So we're gonna go back to symbiotes, see who they have available. Guardians, so that's 538 Guardians versus my 540 symbiotes. Do we win? We do. Okay, so we win that. Let's go back here to the Marauders. Is there something better? 8.1 Defenders. I think we can beat this. Let's see if the computer thinks so. We do. Okay, we do beat this. So now we're 8.2, and I'm going to go back to the Inhumans here and find another team. We'll just do this one here. So I want to get up to 8.3 here, and so I'm going to take a quick break here, and then I'm going to come back once I get my rotation back, and we're going to kind of challenge the system a little bit at 8.3, especially for some of my lower teams, and I want to see how often that we're losing at the 8.3 level. It seems pretty stable at sort of 8.0, 8.1, 8.2, but I want to see consistently how many times are we winning and losing through all my teams at the 8.3 level. So stay tuned for that. Alright guys, and so we're back. Admittedly, I actually did a couple of, one or two rotations since the build-up. I had some troubles with my puppy Loki, so I actually couldn't manage to get back on here when I wanted to. So we are back here now into the Blitz screen with the simulation here. So we're going to try it again from team number 23. This is my Merc Taskmaster team, and I kind of want to see how frequently am I winning or losing given the punch-up. So I'm going to move myself, I think, to the... There's nowhere good I can really move myself, but in terms of, because you can't see the team power here. So we're going to take a look through and see how good or how often we're actually winning and how often we're losing. I actually really enjoy this simulation, and it's making a significant amount of difference. So let's try and be strategic about this though, and so I think we're going to go with this one here. So this is 254 versus 354, 100k punch up at 8.3. So what happens? We win. Okay, Merc Lieutenant almost died apparently, but we did get them down. So let's move on to the next team here, and that's my Hydra Red Skull now. Okay, who do we... Definitely not them. Guardians or this. This is kind of a mishmash team, so this is another 100k punch up. We're going to try this, and we got them. So I think you need to be a bit strategic in the teams that you're wanting to fight here. Actually, you know what? Because that looks easy, and we're going to do it again for some extra points. Can we get that? And we do get that as well. Anytime I see like an easy team, I'm almost willing to spend the 25 Blitz charges just to get that. So let's scroll through. That's an Inhumans team. Inhuman Symbiote's not going to work. Let's try this random team here with my Young Avengers, Captain Marvel, and we got that as well. Now Pimtech, not overly that amazing. Let's see if we can find something here. My BlueStacks lags a little bit when I flip. Let's try this random team. It does have Captain Marvel and Hulk though. Can we get it? We do, but we lost Ant-Man. That's fine. Now scrolling, this is Supernatural 285 as well. What is this? Some lag here. It looks like a... Oh god, what's going on? Okay, so we have Inhumans, not that. We can try this one here. This is a 140k, and we do beat this too. That's surprising. And it actually says we won this quite handily without losing any hit points, which definitely would not have happened if I actually played this. So I think that this simulation is actually way more generous than it should be. So as long as we're going for like sort of random teams, I think it's better. Let's try this one here. And we do get this one as well. I normally have a lot of problems winning with this team actually just manually, so I'm quite surprised by how generous they are here. Let's go with the Defenders, I think. Actually, let's go with this random team. Will we get it? We do get it with the shield. Even this team sometimes I struggle with. So I'm really surprised at how generous they are with this simulation here. Let's go with the Defenders. Oh, lag. Let's go with the Defenders here. And it gives me the win again. Like, I am really surprised. We haven't lost so far yet. I have tried other matches in the kind of runs I did on my phone. And you know, as long as you're choosing the right matchups, you know, it's pretty generous, I would say. So this is 130k punch up. Even X-Force, you know, like, they're not the best. They're a war team and really not that amazing in Blitz, and so surprisingly they still win. Let's try this again, actually. It's kind of a random team here. We can get more points. We get more points. So it's almost like a Blitz points bonanza here. Like, it's that easy. You know, it takes almost no time at all, and you're just stacking up these points. So I'm really curious to see what kind of points shows up for the Blitz in general, for the percentages and how much points that you're going to need to score for blitzes now that you can sort of just do this and you just click away. You can simulate you're using blitz charges. I think people are going to be more likely to buy blitz charges if you can do stuff like this, because, you know, it's just so easy. Look, I can just sit here and collect points over and over and over again. It's that easy. As long as you choose the right matchups, it seems, if there is one. Like, so in this case, there isn't really a good matchup here. So what we're going to do is we're going to skip ahead and kind of go back to it and then see if we can do it that way. Again, no good matchup here. Let's keep climbing a little bit so that the teams flip over. So we do have a 480. Oh, these are pretty bad, actually. We're going to try this one here. We might lose this, though. We still won that. That's shocking, to be honest. Let's go back now to the Defenders, see if we can find something now. I'm going to choose this random team. We got that as well. I mean, the amount of time this is saving is just astronomical. Like, this is probably the best thing that has ever come to the game. You just want to be a bit smart about who you're choosing with your battles here. Doc Ock versus Red Skull. I think we can do this. Yep, we can. Okay, we lost Electro, but that's okay. We're going to go back now to the Fantastic Four. Can we find a team that they can beat? They can definitely beat Defenders, so let's see if the computer thinks so. And we do. We lose Human Torch, though, so that's okay. We're going to go up to Brotherhood 2.0 here, and we're going to go for Defenders probably here. And oh, okay, my game crashed. Okay, so this might be a BlueStacks thing, but if you kind of lag and flip around your teams too much when you're changing teams or switching and looking for other teams, sometimes the game crashes. But, you know, I have to say, this Blitz Sim is... We should have had this, you know, months and months ago, years ago. You're like, this is probably the most impressive thing to come to this game. This is patch 5.0, is Blitz Sim. You know, not Real or Time Arena. You know, Mojo Arena is okay. You know, they're definitely working out the kinks for that, and I'm glad that they're addressing and they're acknowledging some of the issues around that. That's, you know, for a different video. But anyways, I just wanted to talk while we're reloading here. Let's jump back in here. This Blitz Sim is gonna save the game, I think, to be honest, because it takes almost no time at all to do this. I don't know what happened with my Brotherhood 2.0 there. It turns out that they didn't... I don't know if we got the points for that or not. BKT... let's try this. Are we gonna get it? Okay, we do get it. That's shocking as well, a little bit. You know what? Let's try this again, because we're probably gonna get more points. No, we lost! Okay, so that's the first time I've actually had a loss here, and I'm actually, to be honest, I'm a bit surprised. I guess it's this Thor that probably did it with Cap, and, you know, the Thor, if you were to actually play the battle, then maybe this would have been a bit of an issue. Kind of a bit surprised it did that, though. We're gonna have to go back. Do I have anyone else I can use? I don't think so. So we're gonna have to keep going then, I guess. So we're at Inhumans. This is 8.0 again, so that kind of ruined that a bit. Let's go to this one here. Alright, 8.1. Asgardians could probably do this, I would think. Yeah, we got this one. And then... yeah, it doesn't really matter with the X-Men. They should be able to win almost everything. And you're getting 10 Blitz credits every time you do this, which is just amazing. Amazing. Random team, let's go. Although there is... I was going to say, there's a Cap. And that Cap and Thor, and that's how I lost the last time, apparently. So let's go to the symbiotes here, and really they should be able to win most matches, but let's go here with the defenders. Win that one, and again, we're just stacking up Blitz credits, we're stacking up wins. Doesn't even matter for the Black Order, they should be able to win just about every single match. And for that matter, you know, we're going to try something crazy here, and we're going to actually try this Phoenix team. And we won that too. So I think Black Order can beat just about everything. Let's try this symbiotes team, just for fun. Again, almost 100k punch up there. Let's try that. You know, it almost doesn't matter what you're fighting here. Just it's like free points. Let's try this Marauders team with 50 points. Did we get it? We did. I mean, we got that too. So that's kind of surprising. If I played it, it might have been a bit tougher than that. But yeah, wow, it's just like a points bonanza, Blitz points bonanza, guys. Absolutely crazy. Score some more. Like, this is just... it's like free points. More points. Let's see. Where's my X-Men team? They should be able to clean up here. Points. You know, and you're getting 10 Blitz credits every time, and you're getting 9 World Warrior points for your alliance. So if you're like my alliance and they didn't really score very well in World Warrior because they didn't really like the Blitz, there's really no excuse to do that now. I mean, it's really easy to do. You can pick up these World Warrior milestone points alongside your Blitz score, and it takes like no time at all. This is crazy. Okay, I'm already out of Blitz charges because I've just spammed it now. So yeah, I'm at 5.4 million, and this is at 10:30 at night my time. Obviously the video won't be airing at that, but this is roughly 6 hours after Blitz Sim went live. So, and I've already collected 5.4 million points. normally within a 24-hour period, when I was blitzing hard for characters like Ghost, I was getting, I think it was 8 million a day. So the fact that I'm at 5.4 million in 6 hours is pretty bonkers. That being said, I did spend some of my blitz charges, but you know, wow, what a difference this whole thing makes. So we're gonna have to keep an eye on how that affects the blitz scores for some of the new character blitzes, assuming that they're going to continue down the line with blitz's releases. We did get word that Longshot's going to be a blitz, so I'm kind of curious how the Blitz Sim impacts the scores. So we're gonna have to wait and see about that. But otherwise, this is truly an amazing thing to come to the game, and really glad they did so. So that's the end of this video, guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And until next time, stay safe, and I'll see y'all later. Boylon signing out.